Imagine this. You come back early from a vacation, pull into your driveway, and find an entire crowd standing on your land. Tents, chairs, clipboards, some guy yelling, "We'll start the bidding at $500,000. Why? Because Karen, the president of the HOA next door, decided my ranch was abandoned and held an unauthorized real estate auction on my land. When I stepped out of my truck and asked what was going on, she screamed and called 911 on me. Let's just say it did not go how she expected. The setup: my ranch, her fantasy. I own a fully paid-off 30-acre ranch in rural Colorado, zoned agricultural, privately deeded, off-grid capable. The land's been in my family for decades. Right next door, a wannabe Royal HOA community called Sunrise Glen Reserve, pastel roofs, 4 identical house models, and a board president who acts like she's running a nation. Her name? Karen Montgomery. Age 62. Occupation: destroyer of peace. Hobby? Making everyone else's land her problem. She sent me dozens of letters over the years. Your barn isn't HOA approved. Your cows mooed too loudly at dusk. We believe your land would serve the community better as a park. I ignored all of it until she made her boldest move yet. The trip, 9 days away. I left town for 9 days to visit family in Oregon. Left a few timers on, had a friend check the animals midweek, but otherwise the ranch was quiet. But Karen saw my absence as proof that I had abandoned the property. That's when she struck. Unauthorized auction begins. On day 8 of my trip, Karen posted a sign on my locked ranch gate. Public auction, foreclosed property, open bidding Saturday at 1 p.m. Hired a fake auctioneer off Craigslist. Set up tents, folding chairs, even bottled water, and printed flyers claiming the ranch had fallen under HOA jurisdiction due to inactivity. None of it legal, none of it based on fact, and all of it happening without me knowing. I return early and walk into the madness. I got home a day earlier than I planned, drove up the long gravel driveway, and froze. At least 25 people on my land, someone in a sport coat shouting into a megaphone, Karen in a sun hat holding a clipboard with HOA seizure forms. I rolled down the window and yelled, "What the hell is going on?" Karen gasped, pointed like she saw a ghost, and shrieked, "He's trespassing! Call 911! Yes, she called the police on me. The sheriff arrives, and reality hits. 10 minutes later, a sheriff patrol vehicle pulls up. Karen runs toward him. "Officer, that man is interfering with an official HOA auction." I walk over calmly and hand the deputy my property deed, my ID, a folder of previous HOA harassment letters, and the motion-activated cam footage of her entering my locked gate with bolt cutters. He looks at Karen and says, "Ma'am, you're not just wrong. You've committed multiple felonies." Karen, "No, this land belongs to the community now. He abandoned it." Deputy, "This land isn't part of your HOA. This auction is fake. You're trespassing, committing fraud, and tampering with private property." Karen is arrested in front of her own HOA crowd. The sheriff cuffs her on the spot. The fake auctioneer runs. A dozen people scatter. Karen screams, "You're making a huge mistake! I represent this community!" Deputy, "Ma'am, right now you represent a Class D felony." She was charged with trespassing, attempted fraud, criminal misrepresentation, forgery, tampering with property, and impersonating a public authority. The legal fallout. I filed a civil suit for $175,000 in damages. HOA residents filed 5 complaints against her. She was voted out unanimously, and the board issued a letter saying, "Karen acted independently and without our consent. We do not support her actions." Karen took a plea deal, got probation, and moved in with her sister 2 counties away. The HOA hasn't made a peep since. The new sign at my gate. This ranch is not for sale. Trespassers will be arrested. Karen already found out. Final thoughts. She thought I was gone for good. She thought no one would stop her. She thought she could steal my ranch and sell it off with a smile. But what she really did was turn herself into the most arrested HOA president in state history. Some people leave flowers when they welcome you back home. Karen left in handcuffs.